What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from May 16th, 2019. Let me just double check the date. Yep, May 16th, 2019. They were at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the 2300 arena, I meant to say. So yeah, they're in a different location, different venue, which is good. Impact Wrestling is going to pick themselves up, pick themselves up back up on their feet, you know, and it's good. That's a good thing. Your commentators are Don Callis and Josh Matthews. So let's get to the show. The opening match was on Knockout's Battle Royal, where coming into this match, I thought it was gonna be who's gonna be determined the number one contender against Taya Valkyrie for the Impact Knockouts Championship. Turns out that wasn't the case at all. So here were the participants in the match: Jordan Grace, Madison Rayne, Scarlett Bordeaux, Tessa Blanchard, Carissa Riva, Solo Darling, Tessa Steeles, Ashley Vaught, or Vaught. I think it's actually Vaught. Alicia Edwards, Kiera Hogan, and Glenn Gilberti, the Disco Inferno. Because he came out and basically announced himself to be in the match, and I'm like, what? He gets beat up by the knockouts in the match. He ends up being on commentary with Don Callis and Josh Matthews, because apparently he's in the match because their bell rang and everything, blah blah blah. But the match began, and with the knockouts that were in the ring, and I thought the Battle Royal was pretty decent. Taya Valkyrie at one point got involved in a match where she attacked Madison Rayne. Kiera Hogan looked good in the match though. Kiera Hogan ends up being there to the very end. Basically it pertains to the final 4, final 3, whatever. Scarlett Bordeaux ends up being in the end of it as well. Jordan Grace at one point was eliminated by Kiera Hogan. Basically, there's been up Kiera Hogan strong in here since she's turned heel. And basically, it was between Tessa Blanchard and Kiera Hogan. Kiera Hogan ends up being eliminated by Tessa Blanchard, and then Glenn Gilberti took the opportunity to get into the ring and eliminates Tessa Blanchard. And I was saying to myself in this match, what was the point of this Battle Royal? Because at first I thought it was supposed to be who's going to be the number one contender to face Tessa to face Taya Valkyrie for the Knockouts Championship. But instead, it was just a regular Battle Royal, and if you win it, it's you get bragging rights of winning the Battle Royal. And Glenn Gilberti ends up winning the Battle Royal because he was embarrassed and humiliated by being beaten by Scarlett Bordeaux, a woman, a month ago. I believe it was like a month ago. Where it pertains to the Against All Odds special event that was on a regular Impact Wrestling show. So Tessa wasn't happy about this, so she ends up going after Glenn Gilberti, and that was the end of that. And I'm like, wow, that was a waste of time. In my opinion, that was a waste of time. I'm like, what was the point of building up Kiera Hogan, making her look strong, just so she could lose in the end, and then at the end of the day, Tessa Blanchard gets eliminated by Glenn Gilberti. I would have been fine with Tessa Blanchard winning at the end of it, because at least you make Kiera Hogan look strong, make her look like she was finally a legit contender in the Knockouts division. But no, it wasn't about making Kiera Hogan looking strong. At the end of the day, it was about putting over Glenn Gilberti in a match that he shouldn't be involved in. So yeah, that was a waste of fucking time. And for what? To start a new feud for Tessa Blanchard? to face Glenn Gilberti. Who wants to see that? I'm all forward for an intergender match, but why with Glenn Gilberti? Oh, God. But that was that match. We see Willie Mack at the parking lot. He gets confronted by Michael Elgin because Michael Elgin got some unfinished business with Willie Mack because he did threaten to put Willie Mack to the hospital back at Code Red and didn't get a chance to do that. So they ended up fighting backstage, and Elgin got the better of him, power bumps him to the U-Haul truck and leaves him there. Basically leave him for dead. So basically the word was put in there is that Willie Mack was put to hospital by Michael Elgin, Big Mike, fulfill his promise. So I'll go backstage again where we see Michael Elgin talks about how he left New Japan and he was sick of waiting for a chance. Also, we see Rich Swann showing up. But before he said that, before he showed up, basically, Michael Elgin again talks about putting guys in the hospitals, like a Brian Cage, Pentagon Jr., and now he's put Willie Mack into the hospital, which this led to Rich Swann coming out to stand up to him, and then also he ends up fighting with Michael Elgin, and so basically we get another fight backstage, like awesome, something that we don't see often anymore in WWE. Just saying. Then we get to the next match, which I thought this is kind of weird because the next match was the Demon Collar match. Now, I see myself, wait a minute, so this is not the main event for this episode. I was saying to myself, so what's going to be the main event? We'll get to that later on because there's no match I thought was going to be in the main event too, but that ended up not being the main event either. But we'll get to that later. But we'll get to that match later too. So yeah, so we get to the Demon Collar match between Su Yung versus Rosemary, and basically this Demon Collar match is that it's basically like a dog collar match back in the days of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Roddy Piper back in NWA when they had their dog collar match, which I believe it was back in Starrcade. I can't remember what year it was, but it was I believe it was from the Starrcade event from NWA. Now I could be wrong, but that's at least how I can remember. But I do remember that match though between Piper and Valentine. So as far as the match, so basically, I need to explain too. A dog collar match with Piper and Valentine was that they got a dog collar around their neck, and and it's a chain, On the other side of the chain is another dog collar around the other opponent's neck. And it's kind of like a strap match basically, or a Texas bull rope match. It's that type of match, except it's around your neck this time, not around your wrist. So, so that's what it was between Rosemary and Su Yung. So the match happens. Match was pretty good. They obviously used the Demon Collar as a weapon, and it was a full effect of it too as well, where it pertains to a way to use it in a clever and strategized arranging type of way. So in the end, Rosemary, basically they also was spitting out their own mist, like for example Su Young's Bloody Mist, and then Rosemary with her Demon Mist. So, Rosemary, I think Su Yung did another Bloody Mist again, but Rosemary ducked from it, and then Rosemary does her Demon Mist onto Su Yung and spears her, modifies some own drop, and then goes for the Red Wedding, which is the F5, and gets the 3 count in the win. So your winner of this Demon Collar match is Rosemary. After the match, Rosemary got Su Yung with the dog collar wrapped around her, and she took her away. Where did she take her from? Where is she taking her? I have no idea. I just read the way until this coming week for Impact Wrestling on what date that's going to be, on the 24th of May, which is again this coming week. But yeah, I can see where it's going to lead to now, between Rosemary, taking Su Yung with her. I don't know what again, I don't know where it's going to lead to, but we'll see how that turns out, because I'm very interested to see what they do with that. I'll be seeing Madison Rain. She was pissed off. Basically, she was being interviewed by either interview, or she was being checked on by Melissa Santos about the whole thing with Tyra Valkyrie getting involved. And she said she's gonna get back at her when she beats her for the Knockouts Championship, which is going to be this coming week on Impact Wrestling. So there you go. We get Madman Fulton being accompanied by Sami Callihan, as Madman Fulton goes up against some guy named Randy Swann. Don't ask. And Madman Fulton wins. It was a squash match, obviously, but which is fine. You guys showcase Madman Fulton to be a legit monster, so it's whatever. We get Rob Van Dam back in Philly, and he talks about he's improved so much since last time he was in the venue. He said that he's looking forward to the wrestle against Tommy Dreamer, which is this coming week on Impact Wrestling. And he say all love, but he'll love giving Tommy Dreamer a Van Dam later. 100,000 whatever percent, he said. I don't know how he said it though, but he was obviously smoking the joint before he cut this promo. But there you go. But anyways, that was RVD. That was Rob Van Dam's promo. We see a video of Brian Cage of his status and everything, and then we get this guy, Flendez. I can't remember his first name, but I think his last name is Flendez. He's the same guy who's doing these reports with Johnny Impact, or should I say John B. Trash, Brian Cage, Taya Valkyrie, and whoever he decides to do his report with. So he was basically also a split screen one with Flendez asking the question to this doctor, right? And this doctor said that Brian Cage's spinal is contusion, something like that. And the doctor, the way he was talking so like he didn't want to talk about it. Like he didn't want to be there. He sounded all monotone like Seth Rollins. And also at the same time, talking all monotone, acting like he's not emotionally invested like Josh Matthews. This doctor sounds so fucking boring that he was talking. We were talking about the condition and the status of Brian Cage and his update. He felt like he didn't want to give the answer. He felt like he didn't want to talk about it. Just by looking at it. And I say to myself, what the fuck is this? So let me skip that, because that was fucking trash. And I say to myself, what? And I was like, also, what was the point of that? Why can't you just say on TV? Why can't you just give the updates to Josh Matthews and Don Callis? That would make me feel better about the whole situation. Instead of the way they did it right there, that was trash. That was on WWE's level, type of segment that they did there. Dumb. But he does says he could return to action whenever that's gonna happen. So whatever. Alright, now we get to the next match, which I thought this was also going to be the main event as well, which is Killer Kross versus Eddie Edwards. They advertised this match too during the show. I'm saying myself, so if this is not the main event, then it's gotta be Michael Elgin versus Rich Swann. So yeah, Big Mike is going to face Rich Swann in the main event, which that did end up being the main event. So as far as this match was between Killer Kross and Eddie Edwards, match itself was pretty decent. Not else to say about it. I thought it was pretty decent. a lot back and forth. And then in the end, Killer Cross, he ends up winning the match with the Doomsday Saito suplex. And after the match, Killer Cross has Eddie Edwards tied up on the ropes with some zip ties. He gets Kenny the candlestick, grabs the candlestick. He's gonna tease it. He's gonna hit him with it. But instead of Killer Cross going swinging to him in the head, he decided to break the candlestick in half in front of Eddie Edwards because Kenny. And Eddie Edwards was like, no, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god, this reminds me of Moppy from with Perry Saturn and then Raven or Terry Reynolds kidnapped Moppy away from Perry Saturn because Raven is and Terry Reynolds wanted to make Perry Saturn's life a living hell. I guess I think that was the story at the time during the whole invasion angle. And Raven killed Moppy, and then Perry Saturn in the ring saying Moppy, and he goes out and he goes to get revenge on Raven, try to kill him and everything. Stupid. And this is stupid too here. I feel like I was watching WWE level here segment here between Killer Cross and Eddie Edwards with Kenny the candlestick. Like Eddie Edwards can make another candlestick, to name Kenny. Stupid. And Killer Cross was laughing, that he whatever. The Rascals, they were mentioned about LAX giving them a title shot. And they were all gloriously goofing each other, what pertains to Eddie's monologue. Whatever. Basically what pertains to to them training. For a title shot of the Impact of the Impact World Tag Team Championship. So, I think I kind of not laugh at that. It was silly. But to me it wasn't too silly enough for me to laugh at it. To me, I just find it just to be silly and annoying. Now we get to the main event: Rich Swann versus Michael Elgin. These two guys were killing each other in this match. Back and forth action between the two. And Michael Elgin, man, doing some great moves and doing some some impactful moves to look like it was going to be over on Rich Swann. And Rich Swann sold it pretty well. Rich Swann also what pertains to him with his style of wrestling, with him being a flippity flip. These guys were just killing each other in this main event match. I was enjoying this main event match. It was pretty damn good. And then in the end, Michael Elgin's going to powerbomb. Well, actually, he did powerbomb Rich Swann on the ring post about twice. Referee tells him to stop doing that to him and bring him back into the ring, and then puts his hand on Michael Elgin. Michael Elgin did not like that. Michael Elgin also pushes down the referee, and then referee goes for the bell. But Michael Elgin goes for another powerbomb to Rich Swann onto the ring post. Michael Elgin tries to get the referee, but then he goes right back after Rich Swann because he vows to put him into the hospital too. And then Willie Mack returns from the hospital to beat up on Michael Elgin to save Rich Swann. And then Johnny B. Trash shows up and beats up on Willie Mack, and then Rich Swann, and then all of a sudden Michael Elgin and Johnny B. Trash end up face to face in the ring, and the show went off the air. And that told me right there that they're going to set a tag team match. Almost they didn't say anything about that because again they left with a cliffhanger here. So I'm assuming this coming week on Impact Wrestling, they're going to do a tag team match between Johnny B. Trash and Michael Elgin versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack. You know what? I would rather prefer Rich Swann going to a feud against Ace Austin. Because I don't like where this is going, folks. Because, Johnny B. Trash, he's got that red X, which means he could get an X Division title shot. He could get an X Division title shot anytime he wants because he's got the X, which he doesn't deserve anyways. Shouldn't have had that X in the first place. Back at United We Stand. I didn't like it. And I don't like it either. That's where it's going to lead to, folks. I guarantee you that's where it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to a tag team match because Johnny B. Trash is attaching himself to a hot act in Impact Wrestling right now, which is Unbreakable Big Mike Michael Elgin. Wow, they really are booking him like he's John Cena in Impact Wrestling. But I'll tell you, I'll give Johnny B. Trash one thing: at least he can wrestle, unlike fuckboy Buckethead. But that was the show. Total Wrestling for Impact Wrestling from May 16, 2019. 5 matches. My overall rating for the show, it was a good show, so I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. And there you go. Yeah, 6 out of 10. So that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. It's Natural Born Driller saying peace on the streets for this Impact Wrestling review. Because this was your Impact Wrestling review, the show from May 16th, 2019.